Okay, this is me working through some of the stuff here. Just I don't know how long the video is going to take, but again, it should at least help you if you're having issues. On this question here, it's saying given the results or give the final result. Don't forget the dice are the same. You add them. If they're different, you subtract. Black and red. If you're talking about the final color, remember that the winner is the one with the higher amount, so black would have more. And then after that, if this was a competition, black would win by 2, so you simply put that there. And you can hit enter to go ahead and check your answer. Here, 5 black, 4 red. Once again, these two are different, so they're going to compete. If they compete, this team is going to win because it has more, so black is going to win. And if it was black versus red, black won the game by 1 point. And that's where that number comes from. 4 red, 6 red. These two are on the same team, so therefore, of course, because they're both red, red's going to be your color. But because they're on the same team, they work together, so 4 for red and 6 for red make 10 for red altogether. Here, when you have parentheses next to parentheses, that is multiplication. The signs, one is positive, one is negative, is different, and what we talked about is that if the signs are different, then it's got to be negative, and then 1 times 10 obviously is 10 there. If you don't know what your answer or how to do that, you have a calculator here that you could do that. 10 times 1, and that would show you what you needed there to know that that number is 10. But again, it's negative 10 because the signs are different. Again, just like in the addition subtraction game, if the signs are different, they work against each other and they don't like each other, so that is a bad thing, negative. Here, again, this is multiplication because they're just negative 2 by negative 4. The signs are different, and because they are different, it's going to be a negative answer. And so 4 times 2, I know to be 8. Again, if you don't know, go to question help, hit calculator, it should pop up for you, and you can use that there also. 8 times negative 1. Again, this is multiplication. The signs are different here, and because they are different, I know my answer is going to be negative, and 1 times 8 is 8. And so that would be how I answer that question. 1 times 8, again, this is multiplication. In this case, both of them are positive, so the signs are the same. And because they are the same, it would be a positive answer, which would just be 8. These are easy multiplication problems. Here, whenever they talk about showing the meetings, it's asking you to say that 7 meets 7R, and you actually have to put a parentheses around the 7 and the 7R. You then have to use a plus to connect them, and then you have to put 7 with the other number, which in this case is a negative 3. Then when you go to answer it, doing this multiplication, 7 times 7, again, if you don't know, hit question help, calculator, 7 times 7 equals, and we see that's 49. I'm not going to use that today, but I just wanted to make sure you knew. And because there is an R there, it will be 49R. And then here you have 7 times negative 3. Remember, in this case, the signs are different. This is what we just worked on, and so it'll be negative 21 as your answer there. But that is your meetings, and that is where the answer goes. Again, so your meeting, you have 6 on the outside, so 6 meets 8p. That's the first part that happens. And then 6 is going to meet, so use a plus, 6 is going to meet negative 6. Don't forget your parentheses, otherwise it will mark you wrong. From there, 6 times 8p is 48p. Again, use a calculator if you need to. 6 times negative 6, the signs are different, so it's going to be negative 36 on that answer. Here, distribute, show your meeting steps. So here we're going to have 2 meets 5j, and 2 also is going to meet, again, make sure you put parentheses around it, is also going to meet negative 5. From there, 2 times 5j is 10j. 2 times negative 5, again, the signs are different. There's one negative, is going to be minus 10, and that is how you get your answer. Here, again, 4 meets 10w. Don't forget your parentheses. I just messed that up. Close it. Use a plus. 4 then meets negative 1. When you go to work that out, 4 times 10 is 40 with a w. 4 times negative 1, again, the signs are different, so it's minus. 1 times 4 is 4. There is my final result, and everything should be where it is. I don't think you have to hit save, but again, what you should see is a bunch of check marks, which is good. And that would be the end of 1.1. Again, email me if there's any questions on how you need to do this. Thank you for working through this with me.